Today, myself, Jackson Blackledge, and Filippo Carali, my business partner and our head of Google Ads here at Echelon, we're going to cover our $94 million Black Friday Cyber Monday strategy. We've used this exact strategy for brands like Ovi Crafted, Wine by Lamborghini, Tab Chocolate, list goes on. But before we start, I wanted to show you something. Last Q4, across our client portfolio, we generated $94 million in one single quarter. And here's our August 2024 MCC data. We spent $5.2 million and generated over $130 million, compared to last year's $3 million spent, which brought in around $30 million during the same period across our client portfolio. So there's a massive difference from this year compared to last year. And you might ask why the jump? It's simply because clients were very happy with our results. We've scaled our client accounts further, and now we're gearing up to prepare for an even bigger Q4 this year in 2024. Now, you might be wondering, what does this mean for myself and my brand? Well, let me break it down for you. Q4 is simply the biggest opportunity of the year for e-commerce brands, but most aren't prepared to sort of capitalize on it. We're seeing unprecedented scaling opportunities on Google at this moment. And as you can see, the August data, the numbers in front of you, August the 1st to the 31st, 5.2 spent, $131 million made. This is just proof. And our final point number 3, this Q4, we're actually aiming to spend 20% more than last year. That means we're projecting even bigger numbers than the 94 million that we hit last year. So today we're going to dive deep into some of our Black Friday, Cyber Monday strategies that we do use year on year to drive this level of success. So first things first, before you even talk about running ads, you need to set a baseline. And to do that, you need to study last year's data. This means you need to study the data of your own brand and your competitors. And then this will tell you what to expect and how you should operate your advertising coming into Q4.
All right, so let's start from Shopify. So obviously, one big piece of the puzzle is your overall baseline from last year. So obviously in your Shopify analytics, you can find your data. For example, here we see big spike when it comes to last Black Friday. We need to go there, zoom in, check exactly what is the difference, coming to October, November, especially week on week as well. Very important. One very big thing we're going to talk about later in this video as well is your conversion rate. So how much your conversion rate actually went up last year. So this could be a good baseline for what to expect this year. Obviously, we can focus more on the Google Ads account. There you can do a couple of things. The first one is the overall picture. As we can check stuff in Shopify itself, we can do the same within the Google Ads account. So we can zoom in more at the general level. So let's say last Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we can check in and see, okay, how are we doing? How much did the cost increase? What was the conversion rate here? So we can check the overall picture. So we can have, again, a more platform specific baseline. So you can see here in the hot period, costs going a little bit up. Of course, what happened last year is not granted to happen this year as well, or maybe you could even do better. So assuming that the same thing will happen year over year is not a good way to prepare for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So a good way to prepare for this year's specific challenges is actually to check on your competitor. So your competitor landscape last year versus this year. So let's see how to do it. So you're just at the account level. You can go to Insights and Reports, Report Editor. And then here at the account level, again, see how I have selected all campaigns. You can check here, they're already highlighted, but you can find them in the predefined reports. You can find the auction insight for shopping and the auction insight for search. So especially for e-commerces, I think starting from shopping is the best approach. Most of your spend probably is there. Most of your revenue is going to be there. Black Friday, Cyber Monday is about deals, is about bargains. People are focusing even more on the shopping channel versus other periods. So let's see what we have here. Here we have a table. So let's say aggregated data, average data about a certain period of time. So let's say it's 2024. You're going to have an analysis of September, October, early November. And let me apply, for example, this September. You're going to see data for this period of time. You can order them maybe for impression share. So you can see, let's say in this case, I am the person with the most impression share. Of course, this impression share is just based on your products and potential eligible search terms. So obviously, it tends to look better. Of course, we see that our second competitor is Amazon, Temu, etc., no? And then we have other more, let's say, niche specific competitors. Now, this is the situation this September, but was it the same last September and last October, pre-Black Friday? So we can just compare previous year, apply. Again, I'm looking at things overall account level. I can filter by campaign, have more specifics. So here I can expand at this point the hub. Let me expand actually this shopping impression share, right? And I can see, for example, that going towards, in September, Amazon is stronger. Temu this year is less. Interesting. In this case, is less strong versus last year. another specific competitor is losing, another one got much stronger with that plus 85%. So I know in this case, this is a good example. We see the competitor landscape change a little bit. So it's really good to check your new competitors, maybe to study what they've done, which type of offers they're doing, what they're pricing, what's their narrative, what their selling points. So you can really adapt and understand how to stand out these years versus this crowd. You can do the same for auction insights for search as well. You can even find it directly through here, just searching for predefined reports. But yeah, so check your own data from 2023, check your competition while getting closer to the peak season this year versus last year, so you know where you're fighting against.
Now we've covered how to set a baseline. There's actually something that most brands fail to do, and that's starting your BFCM campaigns early with warm-up ads. BFCM is super competitive, so ideally you don't want to wait until the last minute to launch your ads. You want to start warming up your audience a few weeks before the sale. The strategy for this is pretty simple. You don't need to be an expert to work this one out. Set up early bird opt-in landing pages for your BFCM offer. Use this to build remarketing lists, and that way when the sale hits, they're ready to buy from you, okay? For instance, you could run maybe a teaser campaign hinting your upcoming offers, something like something big is coming. Sign up now for an exclusive early access to our biggest sale of the year. And this sort of works a few ways. Pre-BFCM uses this to generate buzz and awareness. During Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you can use this to retarget past site visitors and customers, sort of showcase your best deals to people who are most likely to convert. You can actually even use this post BFCM, but we'll expand on the strategy later, okay? Google's demand generation campaigns are perfect for this. Demand generation campaigns simply allow you to sort of advertise across multiple Google platforms, Gmail, Google Discover, Google mobile apps, and YouTube. Plus, they've recently added display video partners as an optional feature for even greater video reach. Demand gen ads are also great for storytelling, okay? So if you want to ideally use high quality lifestyle assets to draw shoppers in, make them excited to shop your sale. All right, so now Filippo is going to showcase an ad example so you guys understand what I'm talking about.
All right, so here we are within a demand gen campaign that is running at the moment. Obviously, it's a great idea to run them just before Black Friday to warm up and even scale your audience, your email lists. But obviously, it's good to have them around all year. In this case, we are also getting great ROAS from them, the prospecting campaign, so excluding retargeting. So let's go and see what we're talking about in terms of creatives. Let me open an image ad. We recorded a whole video about demand gen. You find it in our channel, but let's go here and check details about ads. Here again is an image ad, not a video one. A nice feature about demand gen is that you can review pretty much all placement at once. You see, I just clicked at the bottom right and I can see all the potential placement within YouTube, within Discover, Gmail, close, open. So you can see how, images could be presented as carousel in this case, because we have our product feed attached on the email, how they could appear once people are opening the email. So this is preview for an image ad. Let me show you a preview for video ad. All right. So scroll down again, review combination placements. So there you go. A video obviously can run within YouTube. At this point, we didn't add display video partners in this case. So as you can see, you have the shorts, you have the in-stream, you have YouTube in-feed. You can see how it looks like. You can see how it integrates with the feed we attach. By the way, we also selected specific product for the campaign. Yeah, nice feature about demand gen as well is that finally, if you don't like performances for some formats, you can limit the serving in different formats, which is a completely new thing versus what you were able to do on YouTube only campaign. Demand gen, incredibly important for 2025, especially since Google announced it's going to be a main priority for the growth of the platform. But incredibly interesting if you use it for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, just to warm up your audience, to create new audience. You can bring them to pages in which you can have them download an early coupon. So absolutely important to gain new audience, to remind your current audience that your offer is going to come and it's going to be better than ever. So absolutely a good element in your overall strategy.
Okay, now let's talk about optimizing your search assets for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And we'll break this down in two parts. First, your ad copy, and second, your extension. Your ad copy is one of the most important aspects of your Google ad campaign. So at the end of the day, it is your hook. It's your chance to grab attention and entice those clicks. But during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you have way more competition. So you need to sort of adjust your copy to be more relevant, and not only to the customer, which I'm sure you guys already do, but you need to tailor it to the event you're advertising for. Before this year, the old way was to replace your evergreen copy with some new copy during this period, but this year Google introduced a feature that allows you to use headlines and descriptions as scheduled extensions for search campaigns. So you can sort of create and schedule a Black Friday, Cyber Monday specific headline or description during this period. This feature lets you quickly and easily update your ads for Black Friday, Cyber Monday without sort of disrupting your existing campaigns. For example, you have an existing ad with the headline premium leather shoes. You can create a Black Friday, Cyber Monday specific headline like Black Friday 50% off shoes and pin it to the second headline. And this way you can easily modify your ads to include Black Friday, Cyber Monday messaging without starting from scratch. Filippo is going to dive in and sort of show you how to create and schedule a Black Friday, Cyber Monday specific headline and description in Google Ads.
As Jackson said, this task has become easier than ever. So let's see how to do it. And just go in assets, click here. So within this page, you're gonna see these two assets, let's say within other extensions, headline and description. So we can create them. Let's see how to do it, just plus, and then you have headline, description. Google is still telling us they are new. They're not really new anymore, but for sure they were around last Black Friday. So this is a great addition for this year's strategy. So let's see how they work. So for example, I can create an headline. I have to create one at a time. As you can see, I can select all of my campaigns. I have to apply them at the campaign level, but can easily select all the campaigns, right? So basically you can add it at the account level in this way. And you can write something about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, up to 50% off, something like that. So two important things. First of all, you can pin the headline. So basically this headline is going to be added to all the ads, all the RSAs, responsive search ads across the campaigns you selected. It's going to compete with the headlines that are currently present in those ads. If you want to prioritize this, so let's say during a certain period of time when I know my offer is out, I want this extension to be pinned in position 2. So I want it to appear in position 2. So let's say after the first 30 characters, the second title has to be this offer. We can pin it, right? If you have other headline pinned in position 2 within your ads, it's going to compete just with them, right? So it's going to still have a way higher possibility to appear. If you have nothing pinned in position 2 in your ads, then this one is going to appear every single time. So one thing is pinning. The second thing is scheduling. We know that Black Friday, Cyber Monday, technically just from Friday to Monday, but we know nowadays it could mean a whole month or actually a whole November and December or 2 weeks. Every advertiser is kind of creating its own Black Friday, Cyber Monday period. So you can schedule your own dates there. So start date, end date, you can just select very easily. In this way, you don't have to worry about refreshing your copies after Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Last year's, in the past 8 years within Google Ads account, I've seen so many accounts in January or February, and I still find Black Friday copies here and there in some extension, in some ad. With this feature, you're basically error-proof. You schedule your headlines, description, you can prioritize them by using the pinning option, and you have a very clean account. No new ads, no posing ads, no modifying ads. If you want to do more headlines, so let's say, what if I have 2-3 different ways to phrase it? We can do it. So we can save one, then we can create another one. Again, you can pin multiple ones in position 2. They will just compete with each other. So the system will have 2 or 3 options for the position 2. And you can do the exact same thing for description. Don't overlook descriptions. These new ways of tailoring and scheduling headlines for promotional periods saves us so much time that we can definitely take more time to be creative and make sure we have nice headlines. I suggest to create 2 or 3 and descriptions as well for your Black Friday period.
Okay, so as we mentioned, the second point was extensions. So now let's move on to your extensions. We focus on 3 main ones during this period. First, there's the promotion extension. This sort of lets you highlight your Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals directly in your ads. However, you need to keep in mind that promotion extensions have character limits for each field, okay? In front of you is an example of what this looks like. So personalized alcohol, as you can see, 20 out of 20. So there's a limit there that you guys need to remember. They might obviously change this one day, depending on when you're watching this video, but as of 24th of September 2024, there is a limit of 20. Just keep this in mind when communicating your offer, all right? Set up promotion extensions for all of your relevant campaigns and ad groups. Next, there are site link extensions, and these additional links appear beneath your ad, directing users to specific pages on your website. So for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you might want to create site links to your homepage, top selling products, a Black Friday landing page, or even a sort of a Cyber Monday deal page. page. Whatever is most relevant for your Black Friday, Cyber Monday strategy, you can go ahead and leverage this. Finally, don't forget about price extensions. These showcase your products and add their prices directly in your ads, and this gives users a quick overview of what you offer. Setting up these extensions sort of gives your ads more real estate on the search results page. You're also giving shoppers more information and ways just to engage your brand. Filippo's going to dive into some details on extensions now.
All right, so here we are again within our assets page. We've seen headline and descriptions. Obviously, extensions are as important. What you show on search is just a package of your RSAs, your headline description plus extension or assets, so-called nowadays, that Google wants to show alongside. So let's quickly check the navigation of them. So you can click on plus and you can select, for example, promotion. This one is a little bit, let's say, has more details. You can use, of course, the occasion. In this case, obviously, you can find Black Friday or Cyber Monday. We have two separate ones in this case. So we can decide which one to select. It's going to be, you have a very handy preview there. So you can see in real time how we are building that. The language, the currency, and then the promotion type. There is just monetary or percent discount, up to or straight. So usually, there's an up to percent, maybe up to 80% discount Black Friday. All right. Then you have the item is like just 20 characters. So you have to be very careful and you have to make it sense with the title so far. So by default, you have up to 80%. That's what I wrote off. And then you have to complete with these 20 characters. So example here, very lazy site-wide, and then a final URL. The nice thing about promotion extension is that you can put whatever URL you want. It can be the home page, it can be the same as you're using for your headlines. Let's say for your ad final URL by default, Google doesn't really disapprove them as well. That's a practical tip. So if you want to be a little bit optimistic or, you don't have to be that specific. It doesn't have to be so precise, let's say. All right, so we can see how it looks like. It could be that you have promotion details. So let's say this promotion is only on orders over a certain amount, or you need to have a coupon code in case it will be displayed there. In this case, skip that. And then we have a display. This is a bit tricky. Display date and actually scheduling date. So with the start date, let me show you the difference. You can see that in the preview. So let's say that I put here that. You can see that the promotion will be displayed, the promotion period. This is not actually scheduling the promotion. This is a common mistake. If you just do that and save, the promotion will still run forever, let's say, but it's going to show time period just within those dates. The scheduling is still there within advanced option as we saw for headline and descriptions. So you need to come here and select this actual scheduling here. Also, the time is going to be the same thing. You also can decide not to show the display promotion date there. It's not really needed. So the most important thing is actually scheduling for the date in which your promos are actually active. So this promotion extension can go back. Obviously, much easier. We have site link extension. This is going to be just one site link out of the package of site link you should have already between 4 and 6. Very simple to create them. Just text. So a title, 25 characters, or it could be Black Friday offer, special 2024, whatever. Description lines, 35 characters each. Keep in mind that these description lines can or cannot show up. They can show up especially for branded traffic. They're 35 lines each, but usually they appear as a one-liner. So basically, you can still write the same concept of the same sentence, just split between these two descriptions. This is like a practical tip. And the final URL. Here, the final URL is a little bit trickier. It should be unique. Let's say it cannot be the same URL you're using for the ads, the default landing page. So you should use it if you have a specific page for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, maybe a collection for the products that have the hottest sales and stuff like that. So this is for site links. Price extension. This one is your extra mile, let's say. Let me select all again, plus price extension. So this one takes a little bit of manual work, but it potentially can take a lot of space, especially on mobile. You need to have at least 3 products or product categories if you want to create it. So let's see how to start. Language, English, type. So here we could have product categories, product tiers, all right? So let's select product categories, for example, here. Currency, price qualifier. So here we're saying the exact prices for these categories in this case. Can be just straightforward, so yeah, that price, or it can be, for example, most often from. And then you have to create 3, let's say, boxes, no 3 assets. So we have the header. So let's say here I have shoes from, say, $50, and then short description, 25. Okay, let's shoot it down. And then the final URL of that specific category. The preview for this one. So you can see you have a nice box. You have the name, you have the price highlighted, and you have a short description. In order to save the price extension, you need to have at least 3 of these, let's say, price assets, right? You see 1, 2. If I try to save now, the system is going to tell me you need at least 3. You can see, no? Which is good because when it's going to appear, especially on mobile, it could take a lot of space. It's basically a carousel that they can scroll. So yeah, takes a little bit of time. Again, you need to keep it updated in this case because you cannot really schedule it. So you have to remember either to pause it after Black Friday, or why not, to keep it active and just keep the prices manually up to date.
Now let's move on. Having great search ads is a solid start, but most e-commerce brands neglect the fundamental way that Google Ads work, and that's through relevancy. Now let's focus on BFCM specific offers that maximize your relevancy. Let's dive into Black Friday, Cyber Monday specific offers. At the end of the day, the more your products and offers align with what shoppers are actively searching for, the higher the chances of standing out will be that this will result in driving more sales. So we want to maximize your product relevancy at the end of the day, and you can do this in a few ways. First, sort of consider creating special bundles or maybe exclusive products just for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. This not only gives shoppers something unique, but also makes your offerings highly relevant to their search queries during this period. By setting up specific product pages for these bundles, you can actually increase the likelihood of matching the exact needs of deal hunting customers. Filippo is going to bring up an example with Mother's Day, and then we're going to dive into a couple more things.
Okay, so here's an example of this tactic a little bit closer in time, so just this Mother's Day. You can see here we are in the insights of PMAX campaign in the specific account. You can see that if we order the clicks here for this campaign, for this small campaign just in this period of time, you can see that we are getting like this one. We're getting most of the clicks containing the exact promotion period. So people were searching for deals related to the promotion, right? So how to maximize the clicks you're gonna get, including Black Friday in your product. We can check here within the products tab. So here we go, we can see the products. So you see the 2 elements here. We got the promotion within the title, which is the most important asset when it comes to matching queries for shopping. And we got also personalization when it comes to the landing page as well, with the keyword contained at the very top of the page. So once again, you can either optimize your titles, just including Black Friday and Cyber Monday wordings within your listings, or you can even go farther and create new product pages, new bundles that are completely customized, branded for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So you can push them with shopping as well and get more of those terms that are searching for specific deals or bargains related to BFCM.
Okay, just a note before we do move into our next point. We want to mention that you need to ensure your sale prices are properly synchronized in your product feed, all right? This allows Google to highlight the price drop with a sale tag or / original price. Including both your regular price and the sale price in the Google feed makes your deals more apparent and relevant to bargain-seeking shoppers. But remember, this only works if the sale is genuine, so accuracy and precision is crucial. And this smoothly leads us into a powerful yet often overlooked feature, seasonality adjustments. That's our next point within this video. Unlike sales price, where Google does this automatically for you, you need to sort of manually assign seasonality adjustments. And this is an advanced feature that lets you tell Google when you're expecting major changes in conversion rates for a set period of time. Just like during a big event like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or Christmas or whatnot, conversion rates often skyrocket as shoppers are more primed to make purchases. By setting up seasonality adjustments, you can ensure that Google is prepared to capitalize on this, adjusting your bids in real time to maximize your ad visibility and ROAS. This proactive approach is really valuable during the fast-paced Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. You're allowing Google to optimize your bids based on your anticipated conversion rate changes. You can stay one step ahead of the competition, and you just secure more of the high-intent traffic that is most likely to convert. Seasonality adjustments also help prevent overspending once your Black Friday, Cyber Monday promotions have ended. Without this feature, Google might continue to bid pretty aggressively based on the high conversion rate observed during the sale period. You don't want this happening, as it then can lead to wasted ad spend and just diminished returns. One caveat is that you only want to use seasonality adjustments if your promo window is 14 days or shorter. So for longer sales, it's better to adjust your campaign budgets and ROAS targets directly. Alright, so now Filippo is going to dive in and show you guys how to set this up.
Alright, so once again, it's really important to start by evaluating your conversion rates from last year so you can know a little bit what to expect. So, for example, here we have a shop with a conversion rate that didn't increase that much during the period. So this client might know that if they do similar type of offer this year as well, they can expect a very high increase, but still we got a relevant increase in the period in which they kept the offers live, right? You can see it here, a bit longer than the actual period. So let's go to our account and see how to set up this. Google made it more visible within the new interface. So we have budget, tools, budget and bidding, and then we have adjustments. So the first adjustment that you're gonna see is actually the seasonality adjustment. So there you go, you see seasonality adjustments. So click on plus, select the type of adjustment. In this case, we want a conversion rate adjustment because we are expecting conversion rates to change when we turn our promotion on. Again, Black Friday, theoretically it's Friday to Monday, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but your period could be different. You could start before, you can make it last longer. So it's important to tell Google when you're gonna actually start the promotion and end the promotion. So there we go. The important thing is to select the start and end time. As you can see, you can select even the specific hour, right? So Google is really, really specific on that. So tell me when your promotion is on, tell me how you think the conversion rate is going to change. I'm going to adjust to that. So we're going to talk about that in a second. So end time as well, same thing. All the campaigns, most of the times, because the promotion are applied, across the account, it can be that you have some, lead gen campaign that doesn't really talk about your pricing or offers, let's say, so it wouldn't change in that case. In that specific rare case, you can adjust and select just the specific campaigns that you want. And here's the important part, conversion rate adjustment. How much is going to increase? So let's say that we know that period of time, we increased last year 50% conversion rate. We studied the competitors, the situation, the benchmark this year versus last year. Let's say that we are confident we're going to get similar boost this year. We should increase by something a little bit smaller, because what's going to happen that Google, now that knows your promotion is starting exactly at 10 a.m. on the 24th, let's say, and ending another specific time in the future. So Google will know that your predicted conversion rate increases, let's say 40%, will start immediately to bid more aggressively. Your CPC is going to be higher from the very beginning in order for you to scale volumes, right? Because you're stronger, your conversion rate is higher, you can allow higher CPCs in order to scale, let's say, at the same ROAS. So let's say our predicted conversion rate is 50%, we just put, let's say, 40%, 35%, so we are a little bit more conservative. So Google, is going to spend more, is going to bid more, higher, more aggressively, but not extremely, right? Of course, the higher the percentage, the more Google is going to be aggressive. The big advantage, as Jackson said, is that in this way, Google will know exactly when to start to bid more and exactly when to stop. When you don't use this type of adjustment, probably you're really familiar with Google not scaling immediately when you start your promotion. So maybe it takes a couple of days even for Google to understand, oh, this guy is having great results, let's spend a little bit more. And especially when the promotion ends, then you have a couple of days very, very bad ROAS, because Google doesn't really know you ended the promotion. So it's going to just learn by looking at the data, right? So in this way, we don't have this delay and you're going to get the most out of your promotion period.
Before we dive into our final point on setting up your post Black Friday, Cyber Monday retargeting campaign, let's quickly talk about the GMC promos. So there's a crucial step that many brands do overlook, and that's using the Google Merchant Center promotions. I'm talking 7, 8, 9 figure brands. I want you to imagine this. Campaigns are live, products are approved, and your ads are getting impressions, but sales aren't rolling in as you hope. They're not quick. You're not getting those Shopify notifications as quick as you thought you would. Often, and especially for times like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, it's simply because your ads are sort of blending in. And this is where GMC promotions come into play. Unlike price and sale price adjustments, which we mentioned earlier, which Google handles automatically, you need to manually set up GMC promotions, but the effort pays off by making your ads more eye-catching. The way it works is GMC promotions let you showcase special offers right in your shopping ads, and some of the most common ones that we see during Black Friday, Cyber Monday: buy more, save more, buy 2, get 10% off. Threshold shipping discounts, so free shipping on orders above $50. Quantity discounts, buy 3 or more, save 15%, for example. Monetary discounts, which is $20 off when you spend $100. And then there's free gifts. Get a free tote bag with every purchase above $75. And these promotions display special tags next to your product images, helping your ads stand out in the shopping tab, which increases the click-through rate at the end of the day. Filippo is going to do a short snippet on how to set this up, experiment, and actually apply these promotions strategically with clear start to end dates.
All right, so let's see how to set up and check results of this beauty. So here we are in the new Merchant Center next. We have under marketing promotions. So here we can set them up directly. Add promotion, create. We have to set up one promotion per country. So if you want to have, let's say, the same promotion available for multiple countries, you have to do a little bit of manual work. We have a limited amount of countries in which this advanced feature is available, but all the main markets are there. So let's select, for example, United States, and then the language English. You can even create a promotion for different languages in different states. Then, okay, promotion for ads. And there we go. So we have the 4 categories that we described: amount off, percent off. And when you select one type, then you have the subcategory showing up. So you can have a percent off if they buy a certain amount of products or a certain amount of cart value. So you see, I select the percent off generic, and then I see, okay, details. What is the percentage? Do they need to make a minimum purchase amount in order to unlock the discount? And I move on the title, which is really important in order to get the promotion approved. Merchant center promotion are really policy sensitive. Google can disapprove them. Obviously, it will disapprove it if it's not going to work in your checkout. Again, GMC promos are happening at checkout, but it's going to also disapprove it if your title doesn't make sense. So this is what the user is going to read when they click on the pop-up of the promo itself. So yeah, it needs to make sense. So just put something, can be something very simple, but it needs to make sense. So buy 2, get 30% off. Promotion ID, just a number. It's not important. When you create a promotion like this, it will be important if you have very complex rules for matching the promotion with certain products. So you have to do it through the product feed itself using an optional attribute, product ID, but it's not the case most of the times. And here we go indeed, place in which we can select which products are going to actually be eligible for the promotion. We can apply that to all products for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Most often your promotion are applied site-wide. That's going to be the most common case. Obviously, you can attach the promotion to only specific products. You can have the filter there by product type, item, group ID. So say model with different variants, so you can do it quicker with item group ID, or specific item ID, so every single variant. If you need something more complex, again, you can just apply the promotion ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this case within the product feed just for the products you want to target. Let's say only products above $200. There you go. Promo code optional except for free shipping promotions. Again, the promotion must be eligible, must be possible to redeem the promotion at checkout. That can happen automatically if you set it up like that, or you might need a coupon. So that's just about how it actually works on your website. So again, start and dates. In this case, for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we want to put something very limited in time, even if the promotion is going to last a little bit longer. Let's say you want to actually keep it till Christmas time. It would be still beneficial to set a first promotion just for the period of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, also to give a little bit of this FOMO vibe. And then nothing stops you to even recreate the same promotion for a second period of time. So maybe for the Christmas season. And then the only thing you have to do is save. Again, Google is pretty strict when it comes to approvals here. So it's not a setup and, set and forget type of things as it could be for Google Ads promotions that we saw before, Google Ads extensions like the promo extension, etc. They're much easier to get approved. Here you really need to pay attention, check if it gets approved or not, and eventually modify that. Then just very quickly, once the promotion is running, you can check details of the serving of the actual promo within the analytics. So you have good products, the last tab is promotions, and here you can see, let's say the last 180 days, you can see for an account if we got any promotion going on. So here we had an account, strong promotion, let's say in the summer. You can see exactly how many clicks with the promotion showing got each day. You can see which promotion got the most clicks, which products were showing that promotion. Yeah, you can analyze that. Obviously in Shopify, if you have a coupon, you can check the performances of that specific coupon. And yep, don't miss out on this very beautiful feature. You have to grab more attention within the shopping carousel.
So with your search, shopping, and promotions set up at this stage, you're well positioned to stand out during Black Friday, Cyber Monday to capture more sales. But maximizing your revenue doesn't stop there. Once the Black Friday, Cyber Monday rush is over, how do you keep the momentum going and continue driving conversions? And that's where launching a post Black Friday, Cyber Monday retargeting campaign comes into play. We call this delayed gratification retargeting. So what most brands miss is there's still an opportunity to capture a lot of sales with a retargeting campaign. A lot of people during these holidays get super busy. They see a ton of ads, items get left in the cart, but that doesn't mean it should end there. Here's an approach that you can take. Create a remarketing list of people who visited your site during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but didn't purchase. Exclude recent buyers, then launch campaigns targeting this list with a last chance offer. Something like, couldn't snag our Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal. Here's a special post Black Friday, Cyber Monday coupon just for you. You'd honestly be surprised how many missed out shoppers will come back for this second chance deal. It's just a great way to squeeze more revenue out of that Black Friday, Cyber Monday traffic. With that being said, remember Q4 is honestly make or break for e-commerce brands. Some months during the year, e-commerce brands aren't even profitable. So the thing is, you really need to take Q4 with both hands and take advantage of this time, okay? The strategies that we covered today are how our clients achieved $94 million in revenue last year. And we're going even bigger this year. As I mentioned, 20% more is the goal. And with August numbers as you saw them, very doable. So if you want help implementing these strategies for your brand, you know where to find us. Just click the link below to get your free Black Friday, Cyber Monday ad audit. With that being said, that is the video. See you in the next one. Ciao.